This week, on an all-new episode of Crazy Train of Thought, brought to you by the Idiot Savants. Join host Ryan Wolf, Pokèmaster Troy Osborn, Philbo Swaggins, and Colin Freakin Giffy for rants such as... Micro Machines, yes.
It's not my fault they're fucking fighting. I'm not a bad dad.
I'm gonna use it on both of my PS4s.
He's only my friend.
Pull out the crucifix. Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you.
Leonardo da Vinci.
We're going off the rails on a crazy train of thought.
Check a look.
Welcome, everybody, to Crazy Train of Thought. Brought to you by the Idiot Savants. Thank you so much for joining us today. I am your host, Ryan Wolf. What? Damn! We are live from Savant Studios. Joining me today, I have...
Oh, that hurt my ears.
Oof.
Pokèmaster Troy Osborn.
Pokèmaster Troy Osborn is here. Thank you for being on the pod, Troy. Next.
Philbo Swaggins straight from Japan.
Philbo Swaggins is here.
All right.
Straight from Japan.
Today, at least.
Phil has been playing
Ghost of Tsushima.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Got the collector's edition with the mask.
You look like Black Panther.
You do.
But his mask is his whole face.
Well, right, but you look like the bottom half of Black Panther.
Well, he is a bottom. Wait, no, that's Black Mask.
What?
Sorry.
What?
Sorry.
What? No.
Sorry. No, Black Mask from fucking...
That mask makes you sound so muffled.
I know, I'm going to take it off. It's
All
so
right.
cool.
It does look very cool.
Hold on.
But it's not for the
But
listeners.
no, Black Mask from fucking Birds of Prey is what I thought you were talking
Ewan
about.
McGregor.
No, I said Black Panther. Yeah, I don't know who Black Mask is.
How
Next.
is he a bottom?
Because that was like kind of the plot of the movie was he was trying to get his nudes back or something that weren't a diamond because he had a thing for Zaz. It's not a good plot.
All right. Moving on.
That's why the movie kind of bombed.
I'm Colin.
Okay, next.
Back on the pod, Colin Gifford. I'm a little bit disturbed.
Yeah.
Yeah. My brother listened to Chop Suey and he did a little parody of it. You might have to cut this part out, but he goes, "Wake up, suck his dick before you do your makeup."
Yeah.
Cut that out.
Oh yeah, we
Probably
definitely
not
gotta cut
gonna
that
make
out. No,
it
it's not gonna make it out.
Why?
Oh, come on, that is funny.
Moving on.
All right.
This is not the worst.
We have a jam-packed episode for you today. Thank you so much for being here with us. We have a bunch of news to get to today. We got all of us actually played games, so that's crazy.
Woo!
So
I
let's
played
just
more than one.
let's just holy fucking
And
shit.
One of them was Call of Duty, but it wasn't
Okay.
the one I'm talking about.
So you played 3 games.
Dang.
You played 3 games, Troy.
I actually played like 5, but
Okay.
the
Well,
other ones weren't worth talking about.
let's just jump in here to it today. I want to talk about Rogue Company first.
Yeah.
Because that is the one that I played. That is Hi-Rez's new game.
Yeah.
They have First Watch Games working on this.
Kind of like a Counter-Strike type.
Yeah. Like a Counter-Strike, free-to-play, Counter-Strike kind of
Is
deal.
it free to play? Or are we in a beta?
We are in a beta. The beta's a buy-in, so
Yeah.
just like Paladins. So the beta is running right now, and it's $15 for the buy-in. Or if you're like Troy and got lucky, they send you a code
He sent me 2
to
codes.
play the beta, so you can send one of those to a friend, which I got. I was the friend.
You have
Thank
friends?
you. I have one. He's right over there.
You guys are friends?
You said
We've been
you can
friends
send
for a
me your
long time.
friends, which I got. So like,
Yeah, I
I
sent-
got friends. That's what it sounded like.
Oh, just the one.
Yeah, just-
I got one friend. His name's
So-
Troy.
You don't have friends. You have one.
Hey, Malcolm. Fuck
So you have friend.
I have friend. My friend.
I have
sent
friend.
It, my friend sent it to me. My friend Troy sent it to me. And so I played some Rogue Company. I want your thoughts first, though, Troy. What do you think?
I think I was playing against a bunch of PC players, and it was really hard.
Yeah.
Like super difficult
Sorry
because
about that.
most of the guns are like single shot, and
You need that.
they have a mouse click.
Right.
I have a trigger.
Yeah.
I have trigger stops, but that's still not a mouse click.
Still not fast enough.
And they have the whole, yeah. And I was the only Xbox player in every lobby I was in.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty rough. Damn.
Damn.
I won 3 rounds out of there. Well, some game modes there's 14 rounds, or depending on how you play.
Yeah,
it's first to 7, but it could go up to 14.
Okay.
Very closed beta then.
I mean, there was plenty of people playing that I found.
That's
I
just
didn't
a
like
dumb
shortage.
joke because he was the only Xbox against.
Oh,
I
okay,
think-
yeah, the close. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Well,
I got it.
I was playing it before Xbox even like it wasn't on the Xbox store. I had to put in my code for it to even show up.
Right. The
Like, when
free,
I-
the
when I-
starter version that you
Yeah.
got, the free version is not in the Xbox
No.
store. You can't download
can't-
it.
you can't.
have to pay your $15 buy-in to get the beta access, like early access, basically.
I think I'm gonna do that because I want some of the other characters because they look like they would be like some of the other characters had automatic weapons, and that would be super helpful playing against PC players.
So I had there are 9 characters
Yeah.
on the screen, and I think there are 5 unlocked by default.
I think it's 5. Yeah.
Correct. So yeah, I was just looking into some of the abilities and stuff of the characters, and like you said, most of them are single shot.
Yeah.
The one guy that I played who has, so it's not exactly Counter-Strike, because Counter-Strike, everybody is the same person.
Yeah.
In this game,
It's like a hero Counter-Strike.
it's a hero counter. Yeah. Okay. That's a good way to put it. Absolutely. So each character has their own abilities. They have an ultimate that they can use in the match. And as you play the match and eliminate enemies, you get money. So very similar to Counter-Strike. And then you buy weapons or whatever. You start off with $4,000 and then you purchase X number of things at the beginning.
You can upgrade your pistol, or you just start with a pistol. You can't buy a gun. First round, everybody has pistols.
Well, it depends on what mode you played.
Yeah.
The mode that I played, which I don't remember the name of, they all have like kind of
They only
boring
have
names.
2 modes.
And I played in my mode. I got $4,000 to start. I bought a gun. I don't know.
Mine was more than $4,000.
Huh. Well, I guess it probably depends on character then.
Okay.
So maybe different characters have different guns.
What character did you play?
I played the guy with the deployable shield.
Okay, I played him once. I
Okay.
didn't play very much of that one.
Okay. So
I don't
yeah, I
remember his
played.
name. I did get you footage of every character.
Hey,
Like their loadout screen.
nice.
I did that with game record.
Right.
And then I got some gameplay of me losing.
Okay.
But
I also got wrecked.
Yeah.
Like wrecked. Holy shit. So it seemed like there was multiple like abilities, like I was saying. So each person can have, you can have a main weapon, you have an off weapon, you have a melee, and you have a gadget.
Yeah.
And then you have perks that you can choose. It's almost like Call of Duty's pick 10 system.
all the perks are the same
Okay.
throughout.
Right.
Each character, they all have the same perks. I know
Okay.
that.
So it's just the gadgets and the weapons, I guess, that are
Yeah.
probably different from character. So the one guy that I had, like I said, his ultimate was the deployable shield.
Yeah.
So I guess that is also another differentiator. The ultimate is unique for each person.
Yeah.
And then the gadgets, I saw razor wire.
That's
I
the
saw
guy I
like
played.
electricity bombs that coat the ground. And I saw some sort of gas here and there. I didn't play as those characters, so I was not
Yeah.
familiar with those gadgets. The guy that I had basically C4, so you throw it out and you can detonate it whenever.
I got killed by that.
Yeah. Yeah, I tried to kill people with that. I was not 100% successful.
They don't like. I went through the tutorial, and I felt like it was lacking.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that tutorial's short and sweet. Like, holy shit.
You only play as one character, and you
How many
don't
characters
use,
are there?
There
There are 9 right now. So each character, they're called rogues, so rogue company. And
I like the beginning sequence.
yeah,
It's super badass.
yeah. And yeah, all that animation was really well done. Even some of the like corny lines in the tutorial, I thought,
Yeah.
okay, this is enjoyable.
Yeah.
Like this is
I had fun.
probably the exact thing that they're going for.
Yeah.
And
A fun Counter-Strike.
yeah, yeah. So you kind of
Fuck
just gotta
you.
appreciate it's like Counter-Strike meets Fortnite meets hero shooter.
Yeah.
So they're mashing up from a couple of different genres. of shooter that we've gotten in recent years. They did not give any sort of release date yet.
I think it'll do the same thing that Paladins did, though, and just be in permanent beta.
Paladins was in beta for like probably 8 to 10 months before it actually launched.
I thought it was more than...
It may have even been longer. Like, I was playing Paladins a long fucking time, and they have made substantial changes to the way that Paladins works, just in terms of like the character progression structure and some of the pricing structures of the game. And when I was looking at Rogue Company's pricing structure, so there are 3 tiers that you can buy right now. There's a $15 tier that gets you in right now. Play the beta right now. And it gets you all of the default rogues. It gives you some skins, and it gives you 2 unlockables for the rogues. Yeah. So if you bought the $15 buy-in, you won't even unlock all of the characters that they have already.
Yeah.
The $30 buy-in gets you all the default rogues plus 6. So it gets you a total of 11, which will give you all of the ones that they have now, which is 9, and 2 more for the next 2 that they release. And then the $60 buy-in is the same tier, just stupider rewards. Yeah. So it's like exclusive super skins, blah, blah, blah. So the $30 buy-in is probably where you want to be, I would say.
Yeah, it said, because of my beta access, I could read the email, but it said that I was going to get exclusive skins, and I didn't get anything.
I didn't even look at the character skins.
I checked. Well, I didn't check all of them, but the 2 characters that I played, it was like, you don't have anything for this yet.
Well, are you going to get them in the beta or the full game?
That's a good point.
It might be like, hey, because like,
but you'll get the exclusive skins when the game,
because you tried the game.
Right.
I've seen that happen many times where like you get bonuses for playing demos or betas, and you get like extra costumes and stuff.
I just don't know. Before. I don't know how long it's going to be before the game actually comes out.
Never.
It'll come out. It's fun. I think it's worth buying. Like, I'm gonna buy it.
I mean, Paladins, they were releasing characters even in beta, though.
Yeah.
So I don't think that they're gonna just stick with these 9. I suspect they are going to keep releasing rogues as it goes on. I thought that the game was doing some inventive things with the way that the gameplay actually happens, but like as the matches unfolded, I don't know that if you had this experience, but like nothing super entertaining happened. So like it's a competent shooter. I think I
like the way it feels.
I thought it felt fine.
I like being able to switch between shoulders.
Yep. I remapped that button immediately, but I like switching that. Yeah. I remapped it to left instead of right bumper.
I don't know. I just went with what it had.
Yeah. Did you have anything specific about any of the characters that you thought worked really well? Like, did you have a favorite character?
That's what I was trying to get to, is the name of the character.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I literally don't remember any of their names. Except for Glitch spelled with a 1 instead of an I. I remember.
That's one
so
of the
edgy
characters.
So it's like an Xbox gamer tag.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Exactly. That's what it is.
That might not have been a character. That might have been a guy I was playing against. Actually.
No, that's the name of the character. That's the name of the character. The only thing I can say is it was the dude with the dreads with the razor wire, and he had an edgy name because he has razor wire. His name might be Razor. I don't think it is.
With a 4 instead of an A.
Rogue Company.
So I think right now, while you're looking that up, Troy, it's on Xbox in beta form. Like we said, it's also on PS4, but I don't know that it's on Switch yet.
PS4, Switch.
Is it gonna be on
Epic
Switch?
Game Store, yes.
And and Epic Game Store.
It's
That was
on
the last
Switch.
one.
It was coming to Switch at the same time. I
Oh
believe.
fuck, that's right, because it was on the
was on-
Switch
yeah.
Direct, the
Yeah.
mini Direct that we got. Okay,
It was one of the big name things.
yeah,
Of the little name things that were there.
Yeah.
It was like one of the biggest ones. I was like, oh, I played that, or I got invited to that already.
yeah.
Interesting.
But exclusive to the Epic Store, at least right now, which is weird because like for a little while, Hi-Rez had their own launcher.
Yeah.
So like you don't launch the game from the Hi-Rez launcher, you buy it on the Epic Store.
Epic's into everything.
Yeah.
They just own it all. I got the rogues' names. now.
Okay, go ahead with the rogues' names. Troy.
Anvil. That's the guy you played.
Okay.
Blur, Dima, Jackal. Dima's like the face character. Like he's got the Iron Man looking
Okay,
mask.
yeah. And he's the main guy like in the
Yeah,
tutorial that
yeah.
you talk to. Okay.
Then there's Jackal, Phoenix, and Trench. Those are the ones that they name on the wiki. That's
Okay.
not considering the ones that they added just recently.
Right.
And I
right.
played as Trench.
Okay. And so you liked playing as him?
I did. He has the like the EBR rifle,
Okay.
and I prefer those.
Right.
So I started. I saw what guns he had, and I was like, "That's my guy." And he throws out barbed wire that slows down the enemies. So when you're capping points and stuff, you throw it in the like on the outside edge where they're going to be coming from, and they run into it, and you can shoot them a little easier.
So does the barbed wire like slow them down as
Yeah.
they run through? Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt them; it just slows them down.
Oh, okay. I did not run into the barbed wire because I thought, well, fuck, if I ran into barbed wire,
It would hurt.
cut the shit out of my legs.
Yeah, because it's just on the ground.
Yeah, that would hurt.
No, that's not how it works.
So I didn't think that like the visuals were super impressive. Like it's an okay looking game.
You played it in 4K, right?
I played it on my Xbox One X. Yeah.
On a 4K TV.
Yep.
I thought it looked really like for what it is. It
Sure,
looks
yeah.
really good. The draw distance is amazing. I mean, they are small maps,
Yeah.
but and there's some definite problems with the maps where people can land on places they shouldn't be able to land,
Yep.
like on top of a building.
Yep.
And so there was a dude that landed on top of a building, and I saw him there. I was like, that shouldn't happen. I'm gonna shoot him. He shouldn't be able to get away. He's stuck on top of the building.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 and then he backs up where I can't shoot him, but he can still shoot me.
Back
Nice.
up, Terry.
Nice. The
Asshole.
The
He
first
killed me like 6 times. I was trying to kill him.
The first game that I played, so when they throw you into a match, you jump out of a plane.
Yeah.
Because I guess that's just how you enter games now.
Yeah,
Like
every time.
Every time. Anytime I play a game, Tomb Raider, I want to jump out of a plane.
Yep.
Ghost of
Fucking
Tsushima.
Ghost of
Jump out of a
Tsushima,
plane.
jump out of a plane. I
Into
don't care if it's in feudal Japan. Give me a fucking plane. It can be an old plane, but it better be a plane.
That'd be
Used
a
to glider.
plane.
It's like a wooden fucking, he's pedaling the fucking propeller.
Leonardo da Vinci is here.
Japanese Leonardo da Vinci. Great.
No, that's where he got all his ideas from.
Leonardo da Vinci.
So,
Oh,
so you jump out of a plane and like that serves zero purpose because you don't fly for
Well,
very long. You can almost go nowhere. The maps are so fucking small.
The one purpose I found,
Okay.
not to cut you off, was
Because I got more.
You can see which direction the enemy team is flying into.
Okay.
So if they're going B, they're gonna curve towards B.
Okay.
But
That makes sense.
I've done it where I
B.
go towards A the whole time and drop right as we drop below where you can't see them no more. They can't see you.
Right.
Go to B,
Okay.
and it works.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it is a tactic which the first 3 games I played, we didn't shoot smoke out our back, like as we were falling in.
yeah.
But after that, it just showed up. Oh, now I'm shooting off blue smoke, and all my teammates are, and they're shooting off red smoke.
I don't.
And now
I
it's
didn't
real-
have smoke.
Now it's way easier to see them across the map.
Right.
Like,
they had Taco Bell at that time.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what
that's
happened
odd.
there.
Yeah.
It just showed up. Maybe I did change game modes a couple of times,
That
so
could
that
be.
could have been it.
I mean, I did run into some glitches. So, like, my very first match that I flew into, I just fell right through the world. I flew through a building. I took a screen recording of that, so I'll put that up in the video version of this pod. Like, just I go to land on this building and boom, right through the map. And I'm like, oh, okay.
That's the end of the map. That round for you too, because you can't get back up.
I'm pretty sure it just popped me because I don't think I died. I didn't.
Oh, it popped you back up.
I think
top?
so.
I did have that happen once.
Well, check your recording.
I will check the recording.
I landed outside of them, like, so there's one of them's like a prison wall.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna land on the outside of this prison wall and see what happens, because it shows like a blue area where you're supposed to land.
Yeah.
I was like, I ain't listening to that. I land where I want. I landed outside of the fence. I'm like, 5, 4. Oh, well, there's no way to get over this.
Right.
I guess I'm dead. And then it was like spawned me on the other side of the fence. I was like, this works.
That's nice. At least they're not like, you fucking dumbass, die.
I did watch one of my teammates fall in between. Like, you don't jump very far in this game. So, actually, I don't know if you jump. You can, like, jump over gaps.
Yeah.
Like, you would have to find the way to run across it. And he thought he could jump, and he fell between a ship and like another area.
Yeah.
Like a landing area, and just stayed there, aiming up at the sky. I was already dead, aiming up, shooting like, somebody kill me.
Right.
And
right.
then-
Please come kill me.
Then the enemy team planted the bomb, and we lost.
Yep.
As you do as an Xbox player.
So what
It
were
seemed
all
like all my teammates were just as bad as I was, though.
Oh yeah, like I had a shit team and I was also shit.
Yeah.
Barely knowing obviously how to play the game, just
But
being the
the
first
other
couple
team
times.
always was really good.
Yep. In the team deathmatch mode, I think the other team had like 10 spawns left,
I
and
did
we
better
had
in that
0 every, like it just ticked down.
I won
It's wrecked.
3 times or 2 times in that. So I won the full round, the full match
Nice.
in that one. But every other one,
Yeah.
like the bomb based ones, no.
What were the 2 game modes? Do you remember? One of them's like basically team deathmatch.
Extraction.
Okay.
And I don't remember what the bomb one is. Or the bomb one I think is extraction. They're not called what you think they would be called.
Yeah.
And the other one's like a team deathmatch, but it's still capture a point.
Okay.
You capture the point and you get kills until the other team, like, if you capture the point, it takes 5 lives off the other team's life pool.
Okay.
So I don't know how
Make them die quicker. Then.
Yes.
See, like, none of that shit's conveyed in the tutorial.
It was in the tutorial for a second.
Was it?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Like, just he mentioned it though.
Yes,
Okay.
he just mentioned
All right.
it.
Yeah, I have that blew by me.
Oh, by the way, this is important. Okay.
Yep. Move on. But he's
And
got to throw a
making fun of-
grenade.
he's making fun of things the whole time too, so you
Yeah.
can learn to just ignore him.
It's like, wait a second. Is that a joke, or is this really how this is going to go down? I mean, the tutorial in Paladins in the beta also was like, boy, you only play as Victor in the Paladins tutorial, and then you go through half a match, and then that's it. I think they've beefed that up since the release, and it's been out for a while. So I'd imagine they're going to be doing some work on the tutorial and
good like lifetime work.
for sure. They are really, really good about supporting their games. And I just checking on their website, that Realm Royale game that was a Paladin spinoff, that's still in beta.
Yeah.
Like,
That
fuck,
came out
that game was,
last year or the year before.
I think the year before. Like, I was playing that while we were at the old house.
Yeah.
When I bought this PC in
that's when
2018.
that came out.
Yeah. And I was like, that still isn't a fully released game yet.
That means
It's free on everything.
Yeah, you can play it and it's out on everything. It's
Yeah.
just not out of beta yet for whatever reason.
I mean, Fortnite wasn't out of beta for a long time too, wasn't it?
Yeah, like that free to play mode was not really the official game for a long, long time. And it wasn't even a game for a long, long time. But like, it was a running gag. It was like, is that Fortnite thing that Epic's making, is that still a thing? And now, biggest game in the goddamn world.
Everybody's jumping out of planes.
And everybody, revolutionized gaming.
They jumped out of a bus that was held up
Party
by a
bus.
balloon.
Right. Yes, not an official plane, more like a Hindenburg kind of thing.
It's a Pixar plane.
Someday it might catch on fire and blow up, but
Yep.
until that day, we have to deal with
Made
it.
out of hydrogen. Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Hydrogen balloon.
So yeah, I've just a couple follow-ups on Rogue Company. So it's going to be free to play when it launches. It is cross-play. It is cross-save.
Yeah.
All the way around. So then the Switch, Xbox, PlayStation,
That is
Epic Game
cool.
Store.
It would pretty much just be you sign into your account.
You sign into your high-res account, and that's the way that it works.
That's cool.
They did not say cross-buy, however,
No.
which obviously, like, right now you buy it. So I would imagine, well, it's still in beta mode.
You would have to buy
Cross-buy, right. You'd have to just keep buying the $15 tier or whatever on each
or you
platform.
get a code for each platform.
If you score a code,
I will
yep,
let
you
you
can get a
know.
code for each platform.
Dang. Just let me know if you get a PS4 one.
I'm gonna use it on both of my PS4s.
You don't have a PS4.
I'm gonna buy 2 PS4s so I don't have to give it to you.
Got you good, you
What did I
fucker.
do to you? I thought we were friends.
He's only my friend.
I mean, he was the one who came to my birthday.
I was
so
the
I don't
only
know.
one that came to his
Yeah.
birthday out of the podcast.
Assholes, you
a little
guys.
hit.
I mean, we did wish you a happy birthday on the pod. That's about as far as I can go with it.
Did you?
Yeah. Happy birthday, Philip.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
He hasn't got to that story yet. It's in the life stories.
Oh, okay. Is that what that meant
Yep.
in the show notes?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck these 2 guys, but this guy's cool. That's the extent of his story.
Gotcha. Thanks
the-
for ruining it. Spoiler alert, asshole.
Spoilers.
Fucking spoilers.
So, Troy, I did not play Neon Abyss, but you checked in with it.
Yeah.
So this game recently came to Game Pass.
Yes.
Newly released game on Game Pass.
there was a
A couple of them. Yeah, it was,
Yeah.
Neon Abyss, Observation, and Crosscode. Very recently came to Game Pass.
Forager.
And Forager, yep.
Yep.
Fucking 4 games. Microsoft killing it. So talk about Neon Abyss a little bit, then I'm going to talk about specifically Game Pass stuff.
Did you ever play a game called Jetpack Joyride?
I did.
Yes. Yeah.
Take that
Like a-
art style
Okay.
and make a Dead Cells game with it.
Again, with the Dead Cells
Yes.
references.
That's what it is.
I gotta look it up.
That's 2. So Foregone is a Dead Cells game, and now Neon Abyss is a Dead Cells
I mean,
game.
they're all roguelikes.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's what they
Sure.
are.
Yeah. Side
It's a
scroller, right?
Yes.
Okay.
it's a little bit of a different world, obviously. It's completely different.
I read the setup. It was like an apocalyptic kind of
You're
cyberpunk deal.
I don't know.
No?
It's so you are dead, I
Okay.
assume.
All right.
It shows you the game starts with you falling and you just land and you're talking to this dude that looks like a demon or the devil. I don't know. And he says, make a deal with you and, Johnny and all that.
Right. Johnny.
It does look like Jetpack Joyride.
It does, doesn't it?
Sounds like
And
he's
you-
trouble if he's making a deal with you.
You have to beat the Neon Abyss and you get to come back to life.
Okay.
And the whole menu of the game, you're in this hell type, when you in Dead Cells, in between each level you go to an upgrade area.
Okay.
Right, where there's the upgrade guy and the mods lady, I think.
Okay.
Or
Mods lady.
evolutions or something like that.
Right.
Mutations, that's what it is. And different upgrades for your character. Well, those are all in a nightclub in hell, I guess.
Okay. Sure.
In the Neon Abyss, I don't know. But you were a normal looking dude, and as you pick up these things, your head changes, you get different haircuts. One time I picked up something and I ended up having a mohawk. And Emmett's like, hey, he kind of has hair like you, but more in the middle. I was like, thanks, kid.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yep.
Yep.
It's exactly like mine.
but completely opposite.
Yep. Where I don't have
Inverted.
it, he has it.
Yes. Yes. And there was a couple of different ones where you pick up these things and it changes the way your character looks, which is kind of cool.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
less of an armor and more of just a different head.
Okay. Like just stylized. Okay.
It gets you more stylized. And if you want to like see how far you can go with one of your builds, like because you can build out your character as you go per run. Right?
Okay.
Because it's run based.
Right.
When you die, you restart. You can put in that it has a code when you die. And if you put in that code, you don't get achievements for this next run, but you can use everything that you just had to see how far you can actually go.
Okay.
Which is kind of
That's
cool.
all right.
So it's like,
yeah.
well,
You can,
was that the build that I really wanted?
Right.
Did I
right.
make a mistake, or did that build just suck?
Okay. I like that.
And that was kind of cool. I didn't actually use one, but that's what it said.
But like, why disable achievements? Like, why does that matter?
Because it wants you to beat the game naturally. I
Okay.
guess.
Just one run all the way through.
Yes.
Okay. I got you. That makes sense.
And you upgrade your character as you go anyway, but the all your pickups is your build of the character as you go through that world.
Okay.
So it wants you to do that in one run. If you already have all the stuff when you start, then it's going to be a good
That makes
run.
sense. Yeah.
And I think it's basically just I want to try that run again and see if that was the right stuff.
Right. I thought the art style looked really cool.
Yes.
I didn't play it, but
Yeah.
I just watched some of the trailers and
Jetpack Joyride.
yeah. What with neon?
Not much.
With neon abysses.
The neon was
Crab eyes.
the world.
Right.
Like
right.
the level is like super neon-y.
Abyss.
But yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I played it when it was really late and got tired and went to bed.
So what do you do exactly? Like side scroller?
Side scroller, there's bosses.
Okay.
There's
Can you get different weapons?
Yes, different weapons, different pickups that do modifiers to your weapons.
Okay. And are those changeable? Like you can swap weapons out,
Yes.
swap modifiers out as you're running through?
As
Okay.
you're running through, if you pick one up, you drop the other.
Randomly generated?
Yes.
Okay.
Like different bosses every time.
Okay.
I mean, they're the same bosses, but they're in different spots.
So more like procedurally generated.
Yes.
Okay.
Procedurally. That's the word.
Okay.
And it stayed fresh the whole time I played it. I was playing it until I was like, I need to go to bed.
Right. Right.
It was fun.
Cool.
Sun's coming up. Better go to bed.
No,
Sun's getting real
I go to
low.
work before the sun
Just
comes
watched
up.
that yesterday.
Ragnarok? No, wait. That's
No.
Ultron.
Oof. Yeah. Ultra.
Yeah. I've only seen that one once,
Not a
and I
good
didn't
one.
like it. Yeah. That's why
It's
I was
okay.
like,
It's the okay
It's
one.
better the later. Like I think coming back to it is better.
Yeah,
than it
I
is-
agree. 100%.
Like we didn't like it. When
I
it
didn't
came
like
out.
it when it
No.
came out, and
but it makes more sense now.
yeah.
Yeah.
because of the bigger scheme of things. Oh, cool.
I still my favorite thing to fall asleep to is going back to not Endgame. What's the other one? Is the
Infinity
Endgame the
War?
last one? Endgame is the last one, right?
Yeah.
Infinity
Okay,
War.
no, Endgame. Going to Endgame where they go back to the first part of the Avengers.
Yeah.
And they go through that whole sequence again. And just listening to that, I fall asleep before the end of that sequence every time. But it's so funny.
So you go to that movie,
That
Fall
point.
find
asleep.
that part of the movie.
And falls asleep.
Okay.
And then I fall
I
asleep.
sleep so easy.
I really loved the Captain America part because it just
That
made me
is
think
America's
of,
ass.
yeah, but no, when he fights himself, because I'm like, oh, Buzz Lightyear.
Yep.
It's like the same scene from Toy
like-
Story 2.
I can do this all day. I know.
I know.
I got it. Yeah. Okay, so Neon Abyss, pretty cool.
Yes.
Do you have video footage for me, or should I capture some?
I'll capture some more.
Okay.
I did not. I always forget. And my Xbox One X died. Okay.
Sorry.
So,
So yours has the same problem mine had, where the HDMI went out, right?
yes.
Okay.
I
Wow.
believe that's what happened.
Mine's still running original Xbox One.
My original
I don't think
Xbox
that the
One-
regular ones have an HDMI problem. It's just the X's.
I know,
that-
but like just in general, it's still
My
coming.
my
Still cooking.
original
yeah, I
one
mean,
works great.
Both of mine. I mean, both of my launch consoles are fine. I would not say they run great. They're
mine runs
fine.
great.
Mine gets a little hot, but it doesn't shut off. So I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing.
Sorry. But my cousin Austin, friend of the pod, Austin, not Austin Torres,
Gotcha.
other Austin.
Yep.
Shout out to him. He let me borrow his 1S. I misheard him because we work in a loud shop. He's like, "Hey, I'll let you borrow my 1X." I was like, he's like, "I got a PC now. I don't play my Xbox."
Yeah.
It's like, well, okay.
Because you sent yours in to get repaired,
Yes,
right? Okay.
Yes. I sent it to Microsoft. I was gonna send it to the guy down the street here, and he could fix it, but that was gonna cost money. Xbox is completely free.
What?
Yeah, but you're not gonna get your Xbox.
Bingo.
back.
There it is. Okay.
Yes.
I was like, wait, I paid $100. Why didn't I send it to Microsoft?
Because you're not gonna get yours back, especially Corona season.
Is yours still under warranty?
Yes.
Okay, mine was out of warranty.
Mine was-
so I would have had to I would have had to
guess
pay.
they
I think I would have had to pay anyways.
Yeah.
I would have had to pay Microsoft X amount of money to not get my console back, or pay a guy in Oregon $100 and he'll ship me my console back.
Or at least your console shell.
At least that. I don't give a fuck. Change the internals out.
Yeah.
As long as I get the Project Scorpio shell that I paid good, hard-earned money for.
And your hard drive.
Yeah.
Right?
As long as all the info's on it. I don't need
really
the actual hard drive.
I don't even need that.
Yeah.
Like, I can just re-download everything.
I wanted that shell, which he did. He was a good guy. He sent me back my consoles.
Yep. I like I said, I don't care.
What's the time frame, though?
They didn't say.
Fucking Christ.
They said, well,
Next year.
Okay,
Yeah.
it was like 4 to 6 weeks or something like that.
Yeah.
Along those lines, but it could be faster and it could be slower, especially Corona. Those were not Corona numbers.
Right.
So
Yeah, 4 to 6
But-
weeks sounds like their time frame in general.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
4 to 6 months.
And
You're going to get your
the
Xbox
guy-
back when the new one comes out.
I don't care. I have one until then now, thanks to Austin.
Yeah.
And it
Cool.
runs 4K.
Yeah, the S
1S
does run 4K.
Does
yeah.
run 4K. It doesn't run as good,
Right.
but it does run 4K.
So I want to touch on just Game Pass
Yes.
specifically because we got some news that Microsoft took away the ability to buy 12 months worth of Xbox Live Gold.
Did they?
Yes. So you can only buy 1 month and 3 month subscriptions for Gold now. So
But you could still buy 12 months of Ultimate, right?
yes.
Yeah.
So Game Pass you can still buy in the whatever increments.
Yeah.
Gold specifically, you can now only buy 1 month or 3 month subscriptions. So
Think they're phasing that out?
my guess is yes. So right now we're in July.
Yeah.
3 months from now is in October. I believe at the new console launch, they will be phasing out Xbox Live Gold. Because let's think about it. In Xbox Live Gold, what do you get? The ability
game.
to, what's that?
Online game.
That's pretty much it.
That's it.
That's the only thing that Gold nets you anymore is the ability to
Not
play
even
multiplayer
Netflix.
games
Like,
online.
you don't even need
Right.
Gold for Netflix. You need it for every other subscription service besides Netflix, but still Netflix.
Yeah. So, and this is basically the same thing with PlayStation
Plus.
That's what you get with PlayStation Plus, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
online and games.
and free games.
Free games, yeah.
So Gold, you still get
The free
games with Gold, quote unquote, free games.
Yeah.
They aren't games you'd want to play.
Yeah.
Sometimes they are.
Most of the time, within the last 6 months, so I looked at this recently, within the last 6 months, the things that I would want to play, I either already owned because they went on stupid, ridiculous dollar sales or whatever.
Yeah.
And maybe that's me for being a sucker and buying games when I could have got them for free
A
later.
lot of times they do have those sales, and it's like, dang.
Why? How can I not pay $3 for Saints Row 2? Like,
I wanted to buy Far Cry, one of the Far Cries, the newer ones. I know right now they're like $8.99,
yeah, it's not bad.
4
So-
or 5.
So, like, either they are a game that you probably already own or don't want to play anyways,
Yeah.
or it's an indie release that could easily come to Game Pass.
Yeah.
So, my suspicion is when the Xbox will launch in October. It's not going to launch in November, like people are saying, because that will be at the end of the 3-month life cycle of people's Gold subscriptions.
Yeah.
So we're in June. 3 months from now will be October. So it will launch by the end of October, and that they will no longer make you pay for multiplayer. So you will no longer have to have a gold subscription. That will just be Xbox Live. You will have to create an account, but you'll just be able to play multiplayer games without any sort of subscription because they want Xbox to be the best place to play games.
Yeah.
And by putting a paywall there that they no longer need, that
they're making that money elsewhere.
Elsewhere, exactly. So they recently came out and said the numbers for Game Pass subscribers are now 10 million people. I did some math, even though it's not a math podcast. That's $100 million a month. If those people are only paying the $10 a month.
Yeah.
So some of those subscriptions are $15 subscriptions.
Mine would be, but I got it all for...
Right. And some of those are rolled in with all access. Some of those were gold conversion subscriptions like mine. So I didn't pay $10 a month.
Mine was both.
So
like I already owned like 2 years worth.
Right.
And then I got the 2 years on top of it, plus the 2 years of Game Pass.
So
and it rolled it all together.
Yep.
Like I'm good.
So I'm good for like
while.
3 years on my Game Pass subscription. And some of those, they do put Game Pass on sale on like Newegg.
Yeah.
You can buy 3-month subscriptions for $25 instead of whatever. Maybe 6-month subscriptions for $25, something like that. So it does go on sale. But let's assume even half of those people are paying the $10 a month subscription.
Yeah.
Like that's still what I say, 100 million a month. That's still $50 million a month that Microsoft is bringing in just from Game Pass.
Yeah.
So like,
because wait, how many people are using it?
there are 10 million people using it at $10 per person a month. So
Dang. Yeah.
fuck. Like they're good.
Yeah.
I don't think they need to charge people to play online multiplayer games anymore.
Like
So-
Netflix.
Though Game Pass still has a cost because the games, that's also what it's
Sure. Yeah. The licensing, bringing that stuff in, housing all that data. Like,
I feel what would actually happen that's more likely, which would be better, is that they'll just roll it into all for one and make it a better price. And it's just, you get it all.
right.
One thing.
It already
it's
is a good price.
So you had mentioned that in the group
Yeah.
text. And my argument to that would be like, they already have that.
Yeah.
That's what your conversion subscription from Gold to Game Pass did, was roll that all together. So when that conversion subscription expires, I don't have to pay for Gold. I will just have the $15 a month Ultimate Game Pass, and it's already together for
That's
$15.
just what they'll have instead of Gold.
And we
Exactly.
still pay for online, but you just have it as the ultimate.
But if you
by
don't
itself.
pay for Game Pass, I think you will still get online multiplayer access. I don't think they're going to charge you for that.
I don't know. I personally don't believe it because then that's money that they still are spending, even though they're making it other places. That's still then money that they're not making.
But that infrastructure that they created for Xbox Live when they created Xbox Live Gold, like they didn't have Azure when they created Xbox Live Gold.
Yeah.
They barely had any data centers, and they have put in multiple data centers worldwide. Like that's already money spent. They already have that already done. So they don't need to be charging people for that when they net their money elsewhere.
Though I can understand that in some instances, but I'd still rather go down the route of an all-for-one mix. It's a little bit better price, but they still, because people are like, oh, I don't want to pay for online. Well, you're paying for infrastructure, you're paying for updates, and things are only going to get more complex as we get bigger games, better games. The next gen is not going to be, oh, hey, what we just made is just going to work perfectly. We're going to be getting bigger. I would still rather them charge so that way there's better infrastructure and they can keep making updates, because it's not just that money has to come from somewhere.
It's going to come from the extra $10 per new game, $70 instead of 60.
So this is coming from a PlayStation person who didn't have to pay for internet.
Yeah.
Yes.
And now does.
And then they had to because they were like, shit, we're not doing anything right. We need to
fix
start charging for this.
Okay. I mean,
And-
that was also
yes.
7 years ago
Yes.
when they started charging for multiplayer. And by all accounts, PlayStation Network got significantly better
agree. Yeah.
once they started
like I
charging
said, I
people.
don't mind it because I had it before. You get the same game. To me, it feels like there's more value.
Yeah.
Because I'm not just getting games.
Right.
Having the online is nice. And then again, it made a big difference. Xbox
Oh, yeah.
has had that as a charge
Right.
since the
Since its
start.
inception, for sure.
So I'm like not. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, I see your point for sure. Like,
That's the difference between the $10 a month and the $15 a month plan.
That $5 will go a long way.
Because that $10 a month plan, you still get Game Pass. I don't think you even have to, like Ryan's saying, they don't have to charge for online gaming anymore because that stuff is already it's just all boiled.
they've already worked out those kinks for the
Yes.
most part. I agree. Games will get bigger, but like, at least Microsoft's focus is streaming,
Yeah.
like xCloud, Project xCloud. So if they're going to also roll Project xCloud, which they said that they are, into Game Pass, like that is where people are going to be flocking to spend the money. So you won't get cloud gaming and you won't get Game Pass games and you will no longer get free games if you don't subscribe to Game Pass. So that's how they will save some money there by not charging people for multiplayer. You're not going to give out free games anymore.
Yeah.
Because there will be no gold subscription.
It's just back
I know
to
that
silver for them.
there's.
Back to silver.
I still feel like it'd be a better deal if they just roll it into one on both
they
sides.
did.
I want them to all, but keep that and like get rid of the basic. It's just the all for one because I feel that like that, not like it would have a big negative, but like there's a lot of people like I've heard in forums and conversations and stuff that would not pay for like. They wouldn't be like, well, since I have this, I'm going to get that. Like, if they didn't have to pay for online, they wouldn't do Game Pass because, well, now I can just pay my games online for free, so I'm not even going to care. But I might as well spend a little bit more to get these free games.
So I see what you're saying. Losing an amount of subscribers because right now there's a paywall. There's a slightly increased paywall for way more shit.
Yeah.
So they pay for the way more shit. But if they didn't have to pay a paywall anyways, they wouldn't pay anything.
Yeah.
So is that what you're saying?
Yes, which I've heard from many people that have said.
But
like, you
I guess
What
you'd have
is-
to like run those numbers. Like I don't know what those numbers are. That is a good point though.
Xbox Live Gold was $10 a month, right? Or was it $8 a month?
Yeah, under 10. I
Yeah.
think $7.99 is what you get 1 month of
that was one
gold
month.
for.
Then Game Pass regular is $10 a month on top of that. Mm-hmm. Or you go Game Pass Ultimate for $15. You get Game Pass Xbox, Game Pass PC, and you get your Xbox Live Gold.
yeah.
So those three are all in one at that point.
And xCloud now.
Yes, and
So
xCloud.
a 4-tiered approach.
So I feel that they're just going to roll it to where there is no more gold. It's just all in one.
I think they'll
We'll
still
see.
have like a $10 tier where it's just, well, if you only want Game Pass for Xbox, it's $10 a month.
So instead of unlocking multiplayer for everybody, just roll gold in with Game Pass.
Yes.
So there will be like Game Pass Gold, basically, will be your base tier at $10 a month.
Yeah.
My thought would be that, so my buddy Craig, he plays games casually. He fired up his new Xbox One and wanted to play Paladins with me. And he was like, it's saying I can't play. And I was like, did you buy gold? He was like, what's gold? I'm like, oh, fuck. How do I even explain this? Okay, so you need to actually pay for a separate subscription so you can play online games. Like, that's shitty to make people do that. And I understand that's what they both
Especially,
do.
like,
And that's
an
how it's been a long
online-only
time.
game, like Paladins.
Exactly. You can't
Like he bought Paladins online.
Right. I bought him the character pack. It's free to play.
Yeah.
But I bought him the character pack so we could play together. And he was like, it's not letting me do it.
Yeah.
And so I had to explain to him.
But I know that some of the free to play games, if not all of them, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty
It's
sure on
just Fortnite.
PlayStation there are some free to play games where you don't even have to pay for the online to play.
Okay.
Fortnite you don't need gold for.
Weird. That is fucking weird.
That's why I'm saying
Someone's giving them
we
money,
don't
though.
need it. Like we don't need gold anymore.
I agree.
Yeah. That's where those free to play games, they're making their money elsewhere, so they don't charge for the game. They don't need to pay Xbox.
Well, and
Live
Microsoft's making a cut on every single thing sold on a free to play game. And like High Res is doing just fine.
Yeah.
Like Fortnite doing just fine.
Yep.
Yeah. And maybe that's what will come is the online will be free and they'll just be rolling more all-in-one packages like Sony and Xbox. Hopefully they both do an all-in-one package. And I don't know.
One kind of example of the app store type of deal with the Microsoft PlayStation, iOS versus Android, any of that. So my mother-in-law, I bought her an iPad because she wanted something nice to read her ebooks on or whatever. I think she uses the Barnes & Noble thing.
That Retina display.
Yeah, and it looks awesome.
Yeah.
It really does. And she asked if she could get the Barnes & Noble app on the iOS. I said yes. I looked it up. It's in the store.
Okay.
Then she went. She drove over to my house. I can't buy this book. Why can't I buy this book? I Googled it. Barnes & Noble does not want to, like, for Barnes & Noble to be able to sell their books on iOS, right? They have to give iOS a cut of it.
Right. It's like 30% or something.
Android is way cheaper. Like, they don't have to get as much of a cut.
Yeah.
If she was to buy that book on iOS, they would have to charge more to make the same amount of money. So they just don't let you buy them. She has to go on her Android phone, purchase, go to her iOS, and then hit read.
That's crazy.
Because iOS is so expensive.
Wow.
Like,
holy
I mean,
shit.
at least she can still buy them, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can still buy them on Android. And that's what I told her. You shop here, you read here.
I guess.
She's always on her phone anyway.
Ass backwards.
Colin, you got any horse in this debate?
Not a whole lot. No, I mean, it's just interesting to see like what'll happen. Like I could see it going both ways. Even like I said, with the games being $10 a month. I mean, $10 extra a month. I mean, for $10 extra for each game. What am I trying to say? I don't know if that will be though. This hasn't been confirmed that that's how much each game will be. But
my bet is that publishers were just waiting for somebody to fire first, and 2K decided we're going to fire first. And
I don't want it to happen.
No, it's a fucking war zone.
I get it though, because like
another thing with that, the whole $10 more thing. Did you know every game at Walmart is $10 cheaper if you buy it there?
Yeah.
Their games are $49.99.
Yeah, they when I was at Walmart, they were $50 instead of $60.
So does that mean that their new
full price?
Next gen games will be $69 or
that is what
going to Walmart.
Yeah.
I will be buying all my games at Walmart.
Yeah, whatever. Suckers paying for discs.
I'm gonna buy.
Yeah, I'm not paying for discs.
Hey,
screw that.
I will buy a
it's
fucking
cheaper.
disc if it's $60 and you get your $70 digital edition.
I'll spend the money.
Dude, how long is it going to take to download games though?
I mean, I have gigabit internet, but my Xbox One X only pulls 300.
Yeah.
Even wired.
Yeah.
It only pulls 300. So
They can't pull that much, but the next gen should hopefully pull more.
yeah, let's hope.
I don't. I think it's their data center that's capping us. I don't think it's the Xbox itself.
Could be, right?
It's. There's this many people online.
Hey, I thought their infrastructure was perfect.
I didn't say
No,
it's
this
perfect.
is
It's just better.
Comcast.
Oh,
Yeah.
Fucking garbage ass shit.
Yeah.
I should pull gigabit speeds on my brand new phone, and I don't. I have a gigabit router. I have all of it set up, and I don't.
No.
Fucking bullshit.
Still got to be pretty fast though to be at 300.
I mean, 300's not 999.
It's like
Or
big
still
difference. 100 off.
3 times the speed is what I should be running
It's
at.
still better than like 25 or 50.
Yeah. Yep.
Before, and it's like, fuck.
Yep. Comcast business slogan should be better than Frontier. All right. Yeah. Yep. It's better than that.
And then you got my internet, and it's like, we don't know what we're doing, but here's free internet, pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah. Your internet's amazing.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Colin.
not
Fucking Troy cut you off.
It's fine. I was basically done with that little spiel, but yeah.
That's what
I hope live doesn't become is not a thing anymore. That'd be cool. Like people shouldn't even have to pay to play on it. I mean, I had a PS3, so like I didn't know what the hell paying for online was. I just did it.
Yeah.
And then like Xbox came out and I switched to an Xbox and I was like, oh well, PS4 is doing it too, so it didn't really matter. Because then I was like, oh, PS4 people get to play with free internet, and they're like, no, we don't. And I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, glad I switched to
fancy.
Xbox. I guess it doesn't really matter at this point. But
Right.
yeah, that would be a good.
Xbox was cheaper too, right?
But I do feel like if Xbox were to pull the trigger on the live thing, I think PS4 would do it. I mean, PS5, God,
Right.
would do it too. Like,
You think Sony would do it too?
They are watching
would.
Xbox. That's why their PS4 thing didn't have a price. I bet it would.
You mean a PS5 thing?
Yeah, PS5.
It's so bad. It's so hard.
You even got the PlayStation. guy.
Xbox is just Xbox now.
We can
don't
call it PSV if you want. Oh, that's Vita.
Like nobody ever says I play on my PlayStation. They say I play PS4.
Yeah.
They don't like.
That's a good
all you ever
point.
hear. I play
Yeah.
my Xbox. Just Xbox.
Yep.
Xbox Series X. Guess what I'm calling it? Xbox.
And that's their point. Like
Yeah,
that's their
their
point.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything has Xbox.
So they don't
Right.
care about the name. Just
That's
like,
why.
Xbox.
That's why they didn't name it something else. Like the 360 was the 360. It's still the 360, and you know what we're talking about. But you don't say the word Xbox. So that's what Xbox Series X is kind of.
It only
Freaking
it only
Wario?
matters when you're talking about past consoles, like the original Xbox. Like
Yeah.
I play the Xbox original or the Xbox 360. Now it's going to be referring to the one.
right. Yeah, it's
We're gonna have to say
The
Xbox
one.
the one.
The
X,
one.
He was
S,
the one.
Neo.
Series X.
Xbox Neo.
Should have been Xbox Neo.
That'd be great.
Yeah, I'll take
That would have.
I think that was like one of
Whoa.
the maybe this is what it's going to be called names.
Did,
I would have taken
I don't know.
Scorpio.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
Scorpio,
Xbox Scorpio. Yep.
Playing the Scorpio.
All right. We're gonna take a break here, and we'll be right back with some more shit.
Yay.
おはようございます皆さん大丈夫か元気ですか
All right, welcome back from break, everybody. Thank you for sticking with us. Real quick before we get to some news, we're gonna
News.
hear from Philip.
Yeah.
I guess Troy and I kind of hogged the first part of this segment, but Phil, you've been playing Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah.
Tsushima.
Tsushima. No, I'm kidding.
So
Tsushima.
last weekend was my birthday.
Birthday.
Okay.
And so I was ready for Ghost. That was the main thing I was getting. I got the collector's edition for myself as my birthday gift. I also got a kitten. He's adorable. And our
A
cat's-
real life kitten?
Yes, an actual kitten.
What'd you name him?
His name is Bennington because he's named after Chester Bennington.
All right, that's beautiful.
I thought it was the boat company.
Oh, not the fucking
Real big fan of boat.
That was my first job. I worked at Bennington.
My name is Bennington. I work for the boat company.
No.
It's way worse.
It was, yeah, because he was born on Valentine's Day. Like, they actually knew when he was born, which was crazy because sometimes they don't.
Yeah.
So they named him Cupid. It's like, fuck that. I'm not keeping a cat named Cupid. We're changing his name.
Yeah, change his name.
And then I talked to my friend, and he's like, gave me all the stupid names. And he's like, ooh, Chester Cheetah. I'm like, no. It's like, well, you can name him Chester after Chester Bennington. I'm like, well, I'll go with Bennington because if I name him Chester, people will be like, Chester Cheetah? Chester Cheetah? I'm like, no.
Is he yellow? Is that why Chester
No.
Cheetah is a potential
No, but
name?
it's a cat.
Garfield.
Sure.
So if you go Chester and you see a cat, what is your first thought going to be? Probably not Chester Bennington from Lincoln Park. But if I say Bennington,
R.I.P.
So yeah.
So send me a picture of your cat so I can put it up on the video
I
version.
will do
here.
so. He is adorable, and he's trying to get along with the other cats, and they're slowly hissing and batting him less. So
That's good.
Things getting
That's
it's
good.
getting better. It's getting better. Our
Things you should have done with your cats. He's doing.
No, bitch, I did. Okay? It's not my fault they're fucking fighting. I'm not a bad dad.
Whoa.
Yes, I got it.
It's your fault they're fighting because of what you named them.
No, that is 100%
the
my fault.
prophecy has come true. But we have my wife's cat, Rosie, who's like all on her lap, and she was getting all like Long Johnson. Okay. The whole thing. Like there's a cat that goes like, oh,
Yeah,
Long
Johnson.
Johnson.
Heard
So like
that.
she looked at him and she's like, and we're like, whoa,
fuck
never
is
heard
going
those
on?
noises.
She's demon possessed, honey.
Kill it. Kill it.
Pull out the crucifix.
So every so often she'll look at him and just go, It's really funny. Like she's getting used to him, and she'll be like, "Is he okay?" And then she'll see us and go, it's very, very funny. We're just like, shut up.
Right.
It's fine.
Get a water bottle.
Yeah.
Take care of that noise.
Yeah. We squirt them as needed. We have the spray bottles and stuff.
Yes.
But yeah, then birthday party Troy came to. We just had dinner. Everyone canceled except him. So
Good steak.
Oh
Good
yeah,
job,
it was
Troy.
good. We had steaks.
Only good
That was a
friend.
good night.
Steak and what's the Canadian stuff called?
Oh, poutine.
Bacon.
No, poutine.
Ah,
Oh, it's so good. But yeah,
I
then
think that's in Letterkenny.
It is.
yeah, which he mentioned.
Yeah.
He was like, "Yeah, Ryan would like this, Letterkenny."
Yeah.
And then yeah, got Ghost of Tsushima, fired that up Friday night, and just
Yeah.
it's so nice to play a game that's fun. Like
I'm so sorry,
I
Philip.
know.
I'm so
like,
sorry.
This honestly came out at like the best time and is going to get not necessarily more praise than it deserves because it's really good.
Yeah.
But it's going to do better.
But it's the next PlayStation game after the other game.
However, whatever the fuck, I don't know what it is.
I don't know either.
It's not a game. So it's nothing.
Metacritic came out and said, just real quick for news, they said that they're going to require people to wait 36 hours before posting a review once you create an account because Last of Us 2 got review bombed, that they said.
Yeah.
But like, also, I bet there's a lot of people that don't fucking like that game.
Yeah, the thing is, it's so dumb that they're like, well, negative review bombings, but not every single critic giving it 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10.
Yeah. How does that make sense?
Something like
How
that
does that make
happened slightly to Ghost. Because
Yeah?
Ghost was so well received, people who only had 2 reviews on their account, 10 out of 10 for Last of Us, 0 out of 10 for Ghost of Tsushima.
No.
And like,
what?
And so hopefully they'll do something. The score is still high. It's way above Last of Us still. I think last I checked, it was like a 9. But like, yeah, going in, I like Sucker Punch, so it really feels like that where like it's polished enough. It's a little clunky, but in a Sucker Punch fun way. Exploration is great. Like there's so many cool things about it. The colors, it's the game that has like the craziest contrast I've seen to where it's stylized and it just looks so pretty to walk around and be like, that's so colorful.
Did you try the black and white mode?
Not
Because
yet.
that looks really cool too.
I am already extremely tempted because I'm going through regular dynamic in English because I'm not so great at reading, especially in a game when you have to pay attention.
Okay.
But when I actually play through it and beat it, I am already like, I really want to play this in the Kurosawa mode in Japanese.
Okay.
Especially considering that the guy who does the main character's voice in the Japanese is the guy who does Zoro in One Piece.
Ah.
His voice is awesome.
So why don't you tell a little bit to our listeners, explain what this game is.
So Ghost of Tsushima is a samurai ninja-ish fun game set in Japan, old-timey Japan.
Feudal Japan?
Yeah.
Kind of.
Okay.
I don't know exactly. I'm not that well versed, but I would assume that yes.
Okay.
And you play as Jin, who's the main character, and he is a samurai, and you're going on this story. The main thing is that the Mongols invaded, so it's somewhat historically accurate-ish.
Okay.
And the
Open
silent-
world?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's so well done. Okay. And then so many of the critics were like, I didn't like how it did things that open worlds do. And I'm like, it's a fucking open world game. Are you stupid?
Yeah.
These checkpoints, and while you're riding on a horse, you can hunt. Fucking open world game.
Right.
It's kind of the point to do whatever you want.
Yeah.
But the coolest thing about it that not as many people have touched on it as they should is the way you navigate is so nice in terms of like the UI. Because you go on the map, you pick a place to go, and then the wind will pick up and you'll see all the leaves and trees blowing and like the wind going. And you follow that.
Environmental effect.
It's an environmental effect.
That's fucking cool.
There's no many like up in the tiny pot in the screen, it'll be like, here's where you're going. And then that fades away. And then you just get to run. And like, it's just this whole beautiful world.
Like the world wants you to go there.
Yes.
Dude.
And like,
that's a super cool effect.
Yeah. And then you want to know how you find secrets?
Tell me.
As you're running around, like you'll see yellow birds flying, you follow them. Like they'll come up to you and be like, "Hey," and you follow them and they'll lead you to secrets.
Whoa.
Same thing with
Foxes
like
too, right?
yeah, foxes too. Yes, you follow foxes and they'll show you secrets. So you follow the world.
Yeah.
And that's what I've done. Like I'll be running around on missions and it's one of the games where like you have a horse and you can get around fast, but I'm like, I kind of want to walk. I want to see where stuff is.
Right.
So you'll just
I would never finish the game because it's like, well, gotta follow
Yeah,
this.
right.
Oh, look over there.
And like
It's a squirrel, but actually it's a can.
How many Korok seeds have you found?
a lot. Like there is a lot of things to find, but when you find them, all of the secrets give you really cool things. So it's like you find this thing, you get a shrine. Okay, you do this many, it unlocks a slot. You go to this thing because you followed this bird, it'll give you a token, and oh, that makes you stronger while fighting.
Is that so? Like with Korok seeds, those are just things that you accrue and you can unlock things. Is each bird tied to an unlockable? So like a bird might net you this slot, or a fox might net you this particular power.
Well, the foxes take you to a specific shrine, which helps you get this thing. I'm not going to go too in depth because I don't want to spoilers, I guess, because it's fun to explore. And then you follow birds and they'll lead you to pretty much all the other secrets. It's kind of random.
That's cool.
So when you find a bird, you're like, where are you going to take me?
Right.
Is it going to be a hot spring? Is it going to be a shrine? Is it going to be just this thing up in a building? And oh, there's a bandana. So yeah.
Nice.
And the combat's pretty fun. It's not like overly complex, but they do like the standard hack and slash, but they change up certain things. Like one thing I hate in hack and slash is square, wait, press it again to do something else.
Yeah.
So far they haven't done that. It's more like, hey, press square, hold it, wait for your moment,
right,
and then you can strike. And then like, it's one of the games where you can't change the controls, like none of the buttons.
Damn.
But how they have it set up, you get used to. It's a little off from what you're used to.
Yeah.
Like how you interact is R2 and go through stuff. So I'm like,
oh, weird.
What about X? But then once you get used to it, R2 does so many things. So it's like, hold it for this and you can change all these options. Take out your bow, you can shoot.
Right.
You can
Okay.
talk, and it's really well done. So yeah, it's just fun. There's no stupid political message. It's just a fun story, fun characters, and like
I cannot wait to play it on my PS5.
yeah. I'm looking forward to playing it on the PS5. Oh, that's what I want to say. Like the graphic fidelity is obviously not the best because it's open world, but its look way more makes up for that because it's not like, oh yeah, this is like peak. Like obviously Last of Us 2 has some moments where the graphics are like, damn.
Right.
But this is just like, damn, the world's so beautiful and I'm just running around. I'll get lost in the trees and oh, there's a bird. Where are you going to lead me to?
That's cool, man.
So, yeah, the characters are fun and goofy, and it was crazy because like Japan loves it, so it's awesome. So
and Sucker Punch is an American developer, right?
Yeah, which they got some flack for because they're like, you can't make it. You're Americans. You don't understand. But like they did research. They brought people in, and then like it was the thing with the E3 reveal where they had the dude playing the flute, and he was a white guy, but he's one of the very few masters of that thing.
Right.
He went to Japan to learn it and learned it from a master there.
Right.
And then they brought him in. So like what he was doing is like when you do like karate and stuff. So he's being respectful because that's what he does to play the thing.
Right.
So everybody's like, you don't know who this man is.
Right.
He's a master.
Yeah.
Sit down.
Sit down. Shut up.
And that's one thing that I've heard a lot about Japan is that they are more in for sharing culture and being respectful for it. Like, yes, do.
Right.
Which I like. But yeah, good game. Get it. If you hated The Last of Us 2, get Ghost. It's a breath of fresh air. It's fun. And I really want to play it, but I have to edit. So I'll be doing that. And then I'll be playing more. And I'll talk more next week because I should probably get through a lot more because I've played it for probably about 10 hours now.
Okay.
So I played it a lot.
Yeah.
So
I think Austin got it too, if I remember right. So we'll have to get Austin back on.
yeah, because we'll be
talk
both
about
be
the
like,
pod.
it's so
about the
nice to
game.
have a game to
Yeah.
play. Ah.
All right. Yeah. I'm looking forward to hearing more about that, Philip. Let's get to the news. Again, sorry, I pushed the button. It highlighted like it pushed the button.
Here we go. News time.
News time.
It wanted me to
Made
it.
It's too late. All right. First bit of news here comes to us from IGN. So this one is actually for you, Philip. I guess technically me too, but this is a thing we've been bitching about for a long time. Coming to us from IGN, like I said, PS5 pre-orders could be limited to one per household. So Sony recently came out and said they are ramping up production on the PS5, and they are going from 6 million shipping units at launch to 10 million shipping units at launch. That's their goal.
We might be able to get one.
Correct. So
Is correct.
you might be able to pre-order a PS5 here pretty soon. I guess Reddit
It
users.
doesn't look like a PS5, right?
That is not a PS5.
Not a PS5.
Okay.
That's some ad. Okay.
Just sorry.
It looks like Reddit users dug into the source code for Sony's direct.playstation.com, which is their hardware retail site, and discovered some references to the PS5 that seem to indicate that Sony will limit PS5 orders to one per household. So if you have been listening to the pod at all and listening to Philip and I bitch about pre-orders
Scalpers.
selling out, scalpers, and not wanting to pay those markups, this is a thing that has been a long time coming, and I super hope Sony enforces this. This is a great fucking idea. So
I hope
Reddit,
they both do. I hope Xbox gets on it too.
for sure. I think that should pretty much be the case for all pre-order stuff, like any limited edition games, shit like that. One per household. Fuck you. Don't buy two. You don't need to.
Don't buy 10.
Don't buy 10.
Don't buy them all.
Right. Go fuck yourself.
I mean, heck,
need
I
3.
saw like a thing where a dude had like special editions and collectors, and he had like 30 of them, and it's like, "Ooh, all these Switches I'm gonna get to sell for like $500.
yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you. So according to Reddit user K Garvey, the source code of the PlayStation Direct website revealed an error message that could appear if customers attempted to order more than one PS5 console through the website. IGN verified the source code and can confirm its existence. So they give an error message here. I can't really read it.
Does
It's
the
too
only
far away.
purchase? You can only purchase one version of the PS5 console, disc or digital. You have already added one PS5 console to your cart.
So you can't even purchase both.
You can't even
styles.
add. Yeah, you can't even add them to your cart.
Wow, that's crazy.
But that's only on the PlayStation Store.
Yeah.
Are they going to be
Good
able to
point.
control that
Good
stuff
point.
on Amazon and eBay and
Yeah.
Walmart.com?
Well, eBay doesn't matter because they can't control that anyway, but
Right.
the other one.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I suspect eBay would be the one.
place is better than none.
That's true. That's true. So I guess it would depend on how many the PlayStation Store is going to allot and what they do. Because I know normally, especially for brick and mortar retailers, and even online retailers, they only ship them a certain amount of the things.
Yeah.
So like Cyberpunk, I pre-ordered on Adorama Camera that I mentioned on the podcast.
Such
but
a weird website.
I emailed them and I was like, hey, do I have a copy of this or what's going on? Like, how will I know if I've actually pre-ordered a copy? And the rep that emailed me back said, yeah, we don't know. So these are in hot demand right now and you might, and we will only know when we get our shipment in. We don't know how many we're getting. We don't know when they're coming. So we got your money and we'll let you know when
got
it
the
releases
collector's
in
edition
November.
or the regular.
In theory, I have the collector's edition with the statue. That's what I
Oh.
pre-ordered on their website.
There.
So I don't know. Maybe not.
That's the good thing about pre-ordering from a brick and mortar is like GameStop. I know for sure for a fact. Yeah, even though I haven't worked there, you have, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. When they take their pre-orders, that's the order that they put in, and then they ask for extras.
Okay, I see
To
what you're
sell
saying.
as a
So like if they have 205 pre-orders, they order 205.
well, they order
plus.
like 300.
Sure, right,
Yeah.
right, plus some. But
Yeah.
They will have their pre-order plus.
Yes.
okay.
So, but with a website, it's like,
yeah, they made that was the exact opposite of what
Yeah.
those guys said. They were
I'm
like,
sure. I
we'll
mean,
get
they-
however many we get, and that's it.
yeah,
And I think at that point, some of those stores too would be like, "Oh, we actually know our limit number." Because
Yeah.
a lot of times, like I think I remember
we're out of pre-orders.
Yeah, because I think when I was working, I remember some of the managers talking about like that was the thing that happened. Because I learned some of the behind the scenes, but I was there for a few months and I did
Yeah.
more part-time stuff. But it was
Right.
fun.
Yeah.
I still would like to work there, even though I've heard it's horrible.
Yeah.
Just to
I
know.
work in gaming. I work in gaming.
Not even that. Like, just to know, like, I know a lot of the behind the scenes because
Sure.
I'm friends with a lot of those people. But at the same time, it'd just be cool
Yeah.
to be like,
You could probably get a part-time job at a GameStop, Troy. Just
yeah.
throwing that out there. You could
So,
probably do that.
I probably could.
Not
but
worth the minimum wage.
to know that as soon as that pre-order drops, that's mine.
Right. That's a
that
good
one's
point.
mine. I work here. That one's mine.
You'd have an in for sure.
Yes.
Um.
And a discount. Not much of one, but a discount.
Actually,
Yeah,
I
but
don't-
it's
they
only
don't- I
a
don't think they do it on the
discount,
console
and I'm not
too
having a
much.
disc.
I remember that they didn't do it on the consoles because they were too expensive,
Right.
but they did it on pretty much everything else.
Walmart does that.
So yeah, I don't know
That's
how.
Walmart.
I don't know how Sony would manage this at other places. I suspect that they won't. Like,
Yeah.
how would you enforce
Online would
that
be
on
harder
Amazon?
to do, but they still might limit certain stores. I don't know. At least one their main store is, which is good.
Yeah.
Who is the last person that you know that went to PlayStation.com and bought a PlayStation?
I mean, I have been like, I bought my Xbox console through Microsoft.
Yeah.
So
Heck, if they had that thing for the fucking Cyberpunk Limited, you might have been able to get one.
yeah, well, they were only selling that through their
Yeah.
their.
Yes, but if they
oh,
only
if they
allowed
had
you-
the
yeah.
limitation, yes, absolutely, I probably would have got one. Fucking bullshit.
Bullshit.
It's like seriously like 6 hours.
I mean, geez, you shouldn't even be more than 2.
Yeah, for sure. Why would you need more than 2? Like, I could see if you wanted to buy you and your buddy one, or your significant other if you wanted to do that.
Relative of some sort.
Yeah, relative, but yeah, don't be buying 15. It's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Colin, got any input there?
No, not a whole lot. I mean, it makes sense. Like you said, I don't want people buying those out like crazy just to resell them like they did
Right.
with the Switches. Like, it's so freaking stupid.
Yeah, Switches
Like,
especially.
leave some for other people.
Yeah.
Don't be a hog.
I mean, that did
and don't try to
happen
make bank off of them. Stupid.
the PS4 at its launch. It was hard to get for the first 6 months. So
Well, hopefully, I don't know how many the PS4 launched with in terms of console numbers.
somewhere under 7 million, I think. I'm not getting a very concrete number. Just the PS4 launch included 1 million units sold its very first day and over 7 million sold to consumers by early April of 2014. So
Okay.
definitely less than what they're planning on launching with now.
Yeah.
Good because we might avoid our
The markup shit.
yeah.
But I think a lot more people have started gaming since the release of the PS4.
Also, like
Since Fortnite came out, almost
that
everybody
was at
like
the moment where Xbox shit a brick at that time. So I think this launch is going to be better for both.
Yeah.
Because people are like, yes, Phil Spencer's done a better job. So we want the next console. So I think we'll be better on both sides.
Hope so. And I don't think Microsoft said specific numbers. I mean, they haven't talked specific Xbox numbers in a long time.
Yeah.
For number
For
of
reasons.
consoles
Probably
sold. Yeah,
be fine.
for reasons. The word on the street is that that Sony probably outsold the Xbox 2-1.
Yeah. They've been well past 100 for a bit.
Okay.
So
Yeah. So let's move on here. Next bit of news: Rocket League. Who's a fan of Rocket League?
I played it a couple times.
I love Rocket
I
League.
played it for a few months. I
I've
got
played
way
it.
into it. And then I'm kind of like,
Yeah.
that was fun.
I'm also not a huge fan, Troy, but I have played it. It's a good game.
Yeah,
Fun.
It's fun. Rocket
difficult.
League is shifting free to play
makes sense.
starting this summer.
That's why I haven't played it.
with the backing of Epic Games.
Yep.
Wow.
So they don't give any like purchase details per se.
Like, what
So-
if you already bought it?
So if
You
I have
get
it on
something
Steam,
cool?
So let's see here. So they are hoping to get a new group of fans with a free-to-play model known as freemium. So free-to-play means you'll download the game but be able to pay for DLC and skin packs and dumb shit.
Remember when it was super popular and like every week in the Xbox sale there was a car?
Yeah.
Just one car for $1.
So this is coming on the back of the announcement that they are launching on the Epic Games Store later this summer. And the launch on the Epic Games Store will be free, and then everybody else will become free to play from there on. PlayStation and Switch and Xbox One. Let's see here. Oh, fuck. Epic bought Psyonix.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that the Psyonix is the developer of Rocket League. So they are moving Rocket League to
an Epic thing.
To a free-to-play model.
To a Fortnite model.
To a Fortnite.
Dude, do we get to jump out of a plane now in the beginning of Rocket League?
Oh, no.
I'd do it.
There's a fucking helicarrier in the air.
That'd be more of like a Micro Machines thing.
Yeah.
Micro Machines, yes. Freaking love Micro Machines. Let's get it.
So, okay, here we go. Here's details on people who already own the game. So people who already own the game, imagine that, will still be able to play their copy and enjoy all the features and updates. Good.
Just once have them come up and be like, sorry, guys, you're fucked.
Yeah, right?
You're going free to play and it sucks for you.
PC gamers who own the game can still use the game on Steam. They just won't be able to buy a new copy on Steam once it switches over. So I guess once it switches over, like removing it from Steam, it will not be purchasable on Steam, nor will it be free to play on Steam is the way this seems to.
No, I think it'll still be free to play on Steam.
No, I think it's an Epic Games
you still can't purchase it,
launch.
meaning even if it means you're free, is still technically purchased.
The free-to-play launch is only an Epic Games exclusive on PC. It'll be everywhere else already. Current owners of the game will also get a few bonuses to denote their legacy status. Psyonix did not clarify which elements of the game won't be placed behind the paywall. Rocket League currently costs $20. I think the only platform I've bought it on is Switch. I didn't buy it on Xbox.
I think it was on Game Pass, was it?
No.
Was it?
No, it was on Sony. When it launched, it was on Sony's version of the games with gold.
I think I got it for free that way. And I have it.
Yeah.
Mine was like there was like 2 or 3 weekends where it was free to play for weekends.
Yeah.
And that's when I played it and was like, this is fun.
Surprise, surprise, it doesn't play great on the Switch.
Yeah. I wouldn't have bought it there.
It was like one of the few Switch launch games that I had any remote interest in.
Yeah.
So I picked it up on the Switch.
Yeah, legacy people they probably won't, but they should get the things that are behind the paywall because they've been playing it.
I would think.
So if they don't.
Like some sort of skin packs or other dumb denotations digitally that you were a fucking founder edition, bullshit, like that's probably what it'll be.
And I did look up and I did get the console numbers.
Okay, go ahead.
So PS4 is over 106.
Okay.
That was the last reported. And then Xbox is somewhere around 50. That's still not an exact, but it's around 50.
So about 2 for 1.
Yeah, 2 to 1, basically. You'll have to round those numbers since Microsoft hasn't talked numbers.
Yeah. So, and then again, that I remember hearing 106 on PlayStation. I think it was almost at the start of the year, maybe. So both of them, obviously, I think Sony's just kind of keeping that steady.
And gaming, like, recently with everybody, like, obviously gaming spending has increased significantly. People buying consoles with that stimulus money.
It's kind of like this. I think the Switch went like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
But I think PlayStation, Xbox kind of were like, huh? And then kind of wavering because they're like, oh, the next one.
Right, we got new consoles coming out. I don't want to be spending that kind of money unless I'm an idiot like Ryan.
I mean, it happened.
Yeah. Let's move on. Next bit of news here. This comes to us from Kotaku. Troy, you want to read the headline?
Dad, who doesn't even like Pokemon, who the fuck is that? Selling his card collection for $30,000.
Holy shit. So 34-year-old father from England who does not nor has ever liked Pokemon still managed to get his hands on a complete set of original cards when he was a kid, is now selling them to someone who can maybe appreciate them a little more.
That's so funny, but I get it.
Yeah,
Get
that's
as a kid,
awesome.
like, heck
Good
yeah.
for you, man. This
Nigel.
is every kid's fucking
Nigel.
dream right here. Is like, okay, I'm gonna collect these baseball cards, these Pokemon cards, Magic cards, like whatever the fuck it is when you're a kid
It's
that you
gonna be
collect.
worth money
it's
when I'm
gonna be
old.
worth
I
money.
mean, there is some shit when it comes to magic cards. I've heard some
Yep, for
stories.
sure.
My
Yeah,
dad
we've
said-
talked about it a couple
My
times.
dad talks
on
about
pod.
toys he had as a kid, and he's like Star Wars toys and stuff like that. He's like, I would make bank off these if I kept them.
Yep.
They were like McDonald's toys
Yeah.
way back then, but now they're crazy expensive.
So Nigel Brooks of England was given a set as a gift from his mother as an appreciation for some very good work he did looking after his little brother, who did like Pokemon and had gotten swindled out of some of the best cards by some shady local kids. I found the kids and got my brother's cards back. So as a present, my mom bought me the ultra rare, or this rare collection direct from the Pokemon creators for about 300 pounds.
Wow.
When he was a kid. So that's even a lot of money back then.
Yeah.
To have spent that initially is quite a bit.
Dang, and then that as a kid, he's like, I know what this will be worth one day.
So yeah, it says as a kid, I wasn't interested
Oh my
in Pokemon.
gosh.
I was disappointed at the time, but recognizing they might be worth something someday, Brooks hung on to them and it was only recently after his daughter offered to buy them off him for £6, which is $7.60 US, that he decided to get them officially valued.
And what do you know?
So the complete 103 card set, first gen, that his mother paid $380 US for at the time, is now worth around 10 times that amount of money.
$31,800 to $44,500.
Is that 10
That's
times?
at
That's
least.
100 times.
Yeah.
That's 100 times what it was initially paid for.
And it's all for that one Charizard card.
No, I can tell you
Holographic limited edition Blastoise. You get the fuck out of here with your Charizard.
from experience of watching YouTubers open Pokemon cards, because I was into that again for a while.
Right. I like how you've gone in waves of watching people open Pokemon cards.
Dude, that is so at that time it was like so addicting, and I wasn't even like, I was buying cards too.
Right.
But to watch the guy open the whole, like, he buys a box set and buys a whole and opens them all on the video.
Yeah. It's almost like you're doing it.
Yeah, it is. Without spending the money.
Sure.
So,
Sure.
to know, like, when they go out and try and find just a pack of the original set, that pack is like $50.
Right.
Then some of them get that booster box. That's like $500 worth of Pokemon cards. And this guy has every card, one card, mint condition of each card for the 103.
Makes me wonder.
That's a full collection at that point, you know?
Right.
Then that makes
crazy.
me think if he, considering that he didn't care and then realized it'd be worth something, he probably didn't open anything.
No, I think
was
it
like-
came as a collector's set. Like, for it to be, you're getting every card.
Yeah,
one
because
card.
$300 is a lot to pay.
Yes.
Other than
It's
getting
gonna
the
be
random packs.
A collector's set where they're all in they're already in pre-closed sleeves, and you can
I
flip
see
through a
what
book
you're
or something
saying.
like
Sure,
that.
Sure.
And that's
was a
what
thing,
that
yeah.
probably was.
True.
So according to Nigel here in the Kotaku article, he's going to sell them and quote unquote, we're going to get our money's worth and enjoy ourselves.
Nice.
Treat yourself, Nigel.
So-
Absolutely. You earned this, motherfucker.
We're holding on to Pokemon cards
Yeah.
for your life.
Have you guys ever had anything like that happen? Because I have.
For like worth a
Or,
significant
yeah,
amount
like
of
something
money.
you might have had when you were a kid.
When I was a
that-
kid, I did Pokemon cards. I did rocks. So those are not worth very much now.
They weren't that.
Not
Sticks and
worth any more
stones.
than they were when I picked them up off the ground and washed them with water. I did knives for a little while, but most of it was like flea market shit. Like none of this is going to be worth any money. Go ahead, Troy.
All your video games over there now.
Oh yeah, I mean,
collection.
I do. So I do have a lot of old school video games. I have the Atari
26.
2600 is sitting over there, I think.
Yeah.
And I do have the version of ET that everybody hated.
Wow.
Oh my
Yes,
God,
I
that
have
they buried in the desert.
I have the
Yes.
ET game.
What?
It's sitting over there on that shelf.
Dang.
We could play
taking
ET for the stream.
I don't. No.
Lord.
I don't. You don't
I
want to
would.
play it?
Good.
Okay.
I'd play it.
Yeah.
I
want to play it just
I
for
had
the
a-
cringe.
Didn't they send that into space? Was that part of one of the games they sent into space?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
okay.
Gosh, send them home. I had a couple things because as a kid at my grandma's house, we had a bunch of games and there was some Game Boy stuff. There was Battletoads, like the original Battletoads, so that apparently was worth something. Then we had some of the Beanie Babies, and garage sales and tags and stuff. But like I was looking as an adult at the ones that are valued, and I had like 2 of them that were worth several $100s. Nice. So there was that, and then I had like a somewhat. It wasn't like super valuable, but it was actually a decent deal at the time. But a while back when I was in Tennessee, so maybe 2014, 2015-ish, I got into Yu-Gi-Oh!
Right.
So I was buying boxes, and there was one set coming out that you could get really good playable God cards, and you could get, I think, Exodia maybe. So I actually got one of the God cards, which was
Nice.
good. That was worth maybe $20, which was the box.
Yeah.
But there was a rare card that was $100, and I pulled it twice in the same day.
Dude.
I bought one at Target, opened it, got the rare card. I went to a card shop, and I don't remember if I sold it to them or traded it.
Yeah.
I think I traded it to someone, and I got like a bunch of cards and some money from him that I wanted. And then they had one of them on the shelf. I bought it, opened it, same card. And I'm like,
Dude. Just fucking destiny.
just boom.
That's crazy.
And I opened it, and he's like, "You got to be fucking kidding me." Yeah, I got it right there. He's like, "Damn, dude, keep opening boxes."
Right? That's cool.
Yeah. And the other thing I liked about those is they came with like the mouse pad
Yeah.
things, and they were really
Nice.
cool.
That's how Pokemon has things like that. They call them the trainer box, I think, and it comes with like their flip card, and it comes with a little mat, and it comes with.
If you were wanting to actually play
yes.
the card game, okay.
Yes.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, because it's basically just a big mouse pad, but it's a gaming mat, and
I
you
do
play
like
with it. So yeah,
Big mouse pads.
Yes.
I might want to invest in one of those.
they were kind
Yu-Gi-Oh
of
sets. That's where you get those.
yeah, they came with so many, but yeah, there were a couple of times when I pulled some pretty good values.
All right. Let's do the last.
I had something.
Okay, fucking go.
Sorry.
Special collectors.
So I I collect random things. Like people give me things and I collect
Fingers
them.
and bones,
No, like video games and stuff. And we went to a bunch of.
stones out of the river.
I've got a necklace of ears.
I do collect stones out of the river. There was one time that I actually still have the jacket. I was down at the river locally and was playing Pokemon Go, and I looked down into the river. There was a freaking suitcase. I was like, that's weird.
That's got a hand in it. Like, you don't want to have anything to do with that.
I walked down there, opened that
You
thing
did
up.
not.
I swear to God, I did.
Fuck you, man.
I
That's
swan
sketch.
to
That
God.
river's sketch.
Sketchy as fuck.
I
That's
opened.
Go ahead.
I opened it up. I found a brand new Carhartt jacket, a brand new Carhartt set of bibs. Still had the tags on them.
Did they fit?
They sure as hell
And they
did.
were-
I still have them.
They weren't wet from the water.
No, they weren't wet at all. They were in a nice suitcase. So
Is that close to a road?
no. Well, oh yeah.
Philip's
yeah.
like, I lost a Carhartt
because
set,
that
you
definitely
motherfucker.
means that somebody was traveling and their suitcase fell off
This
of their
is not what
car.
this was.
No?
This was somebody stole it,
Oh.
opened it up, fuck this shit.
Carhartts? What? I don't
Fuck
need this bullshit.
shit. Threw it in the river, and I found it.
But if that happened, would you snap it back shut before you threw it in the river if you stole that material?
Well,
if
I
you
think-
stole the suitcase, was like, oh, fucking Carhartt bullshit, I don't need this. Why would you bother shutting the case, snapping it closed, and then throwing it in the river?
I don't know.
Maybe
But-
he was running and then cops came and he's like, "Oh,
That
fuck."
could have been Shia LaBeouf style.
I
drugs in
didn't
it?
look in the suitcase
Yes.
yet. Okay.
So
Okay.
Then I
deal.
wore it. I wore it for like a year and a half, and I was feeling around, and I was like, "There's something in his breast pocket."
Oh God.
So I unzip
It's a meth
it.
pipe.
No, I unzip it and I open it up, and it's a dude's ID from Chicago.
Dude, that was stolen for sure. That was stolen for sure.
Did you contact him or anything?
No, it's just an ID. I have no way to contact this guy.
You could look him up.
That there is a face. What was that thing called?
You can send
back?
that to him to his
Face
email.
back? Yes, it's a face back. You scan it with your phone.
If you have the address, you could just send him his license back. Be like,
Yeah, you could just send
Thanks
him the
for the
shit back.
But it wasn't a driver's license. It was just an ID.
oh, never mind.
So,
So not necessarily addressable ID.
and I mean, I
like,
had
dang
an
it, my
address on
grandma
it.
Show
got
up
me
to
these
return it, and then
cards.
you end up in handcuffs.
Yeah,
What a good situation you want to
Found
get.
this in the river.
Yeah.
exactly. Did not do that. The other story I had, real quick, was PlayStation games, like original PlayStation. I would buy, like, I'd go to garage sales and buy just the. People always sold them in.
Oh yeah, you get
the
packs.
case, the whole case, like CD case,
Yep.
full. And I wouldn't even look at them. I'd be like, "Give you $1.
Right.
What are you gonna do with them? Nothing.
Throw them away.
Bought them.
My PlayStation doesn't
Took
work.
them to the shop down here. Tales of Dragoon. Sold that disc for, I think it was $25. And
Nice.
then there was like everything in the case. He gave me like $50 for.
Sweet.
Yeah, Tales of Dragoon.
That was a good game.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Back
People have been wanting a
Well done.
remaster of that.
Yeah.
that'd be
For
cool.
hard.
Okay.
Anyways,
We gotta get going here. Last bit of news. This is on you, Colin.
go.
No.
Read.
Samurai Jack Battle Through Time and release date announced for PS4, Xbox One, PC, and Nintendo Switch with new trailer.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Hey,
At a price of $40, released on August 21st, 2020.
That is
go.
exactly a month away.
Exactly a month away.
Dude,
Your boy's gonna be playing
psyched.
Samurai Jack next month. I'm stoked.
VR.
I don't know if I should get it an Xbox or PC.
Okay.
Got to play it in VR, dude.
Yeah. For real.
I'm so going through time.
I'm pumped. I'm amped.
Dude, you've been amped for this game all year, and you've been waiting for a release date to drop.
Yes.
Here we are, Samurai Jack, Battle Through Time, $40,
40 freaking bucks. I'm ready.
August 21st.
I'm doing it.
And now
Buying
you can
it.
get it because
Pre-ordering it.
your computer. So there you
Might
go.
pre-order it.
Yeah, maybe you
I
should
think you can on
pre-order it.
Steam.
It's
Yeah.
a worth pre-order.
Probably. I mean, you really like Samurai Jack. It's probably fine.
I still haven't finished watching it. I need to. I don't know why.
So it looks
There's
like
one more season. The last one, which Adult Swim made.
you better probably
want to.
I already know
do
what
that
happens.
before this.
Yeah, it was spoiled for me.
Hasn't been spoiled for me.
This technically takes place after the last season, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But yeah.
So for those of you that want to have some more information about this, it looks like they're doing an Adult Swim Con. By the time this comes out, it will have already aired.
You can catch it on YouTube.
Look that up on YouTube, Twitch, wherever it is that you watch.
Or it's probably
videos.
adultswim.com.
Yeah, I would imagine adultswim.com. Good point, Troy. So we are going to get out of here. Thank you so much for joining us for this episode. I've been your host, Ryan Wolf. Troy, thanks for being
Troy.
on. Philip,
Yep.
good to have you. Colin.
Yep.
This has been Crazy Train of Thought episode, whatever the fuck we're on.
Invite me to raids on Pokemon Go.
Get Ghost of Tsushima. Fuck Last of Us 2.
Samurai Jack, let's go. I get my Valve Index tomorrow.
We'll have Half-Life Alex next week for you and more Ghost of fucking goddamn.
Ghost of Tsushima. Ghost of Japan.
Yeah, that game that Philip's been playing, we'll have more of that next week.
Ghost of the Sushi Maker.
Quick Pokemon Go story.
Bye.
No, this episode is over. We're done.
I got invited to a raid from Poland, and I
See ya.
got it, and I did it and beat it.
All right.
Oh,
I'm out.
Bye.
I don't care.
that's all, folks. That's all, folks. Check a look.
That's all, folks. What the fuck?